I am back again with a quick video. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, I promise. But I wanted to come and show you just how I maintain my crochet braids. I've had these for about going on 2.5 weeks now, so I wanted to come by and just show you how I maintain them. I mentioned that I would in my initial video that I showed y'all that I posted about my crochet braids, and I know that's the biggest thing when making a decision on any protective style or any style period. How am I going to maintain it? Like, what am I going to have to do to keep up with it? You know, like how much is it going to cost me? You know, what all do I have to do to maintain? Well, is it going to be hard? Is it going to be more of a struggle for me to even get the protective style? So those are some of the questions that I had that I was riding the line with in terms of should I get crochet braids or not. But I'm going to answer all of that for you, and I'm going to put your mind at ease, y'all, because this has to be the best protective style that I can think of at this moment in time. So just to start off, of course, once you have your crochet braids installed, I also posted on my blog deannafierce.com. I showed y'all how I prepped my hair prior to getting my crochet braids installed. So my hair was already deep conditioned. You know, I did blow dry it, but I deep conditioned. I made sure it was really moisturized before I even got these braids installed. So for almost the first week, I could say, or at least the first 5 days at least, I didn't have to moisturize my scalp any. My scalp was good to go. So probably on like the 6th day or so, I actually started moisturizing my scalp. And how I did that, of course, is a combination of oils. So in my little squeeze bottle here, I just put organic, refined coconut oil, olive oil, and vitamin E oil. There are so many different oils out there, y'all, that y'all can use for your hair. This is what I had in stock at the moment, so this is what I use, and it's been working great. Of course, you know, you can combine a lot of different oils, whichever that you feel works best for your hair, and while it's braided up, and you know, keep that in mind, because once you add this oil, even though this is synthetic hair, the oil can still get on this synthetic hair and it'll get all over the place. So keep that in mind whenever you're moisturizing your hair with oil when you have your crochet braids. I will say I learned the hard way, but luckily I was, after a few drops, I was like, wait a minute, oh gosh, this stuff is going to be everywhere. So let me minimize the amount of oil. So what I do, of course, my bottle, it has like a little adjustable top, kind of like a little squeeze top. So I kind of just, you know, make sure I raise it halfway, and I will actually go through where my crochet braids, you know, are parted. Y'all know my camera does not focus, so bear with me. Where my hair is parted, and I will just go in and dab, you know, little dabs, and I will rub it in with my hand to make sure, okay, that it gets all throughout my scalp. And of course, up here where my leave out is, I'll do that. So I'll do that throughout my entire head. I actually apply the oil in the cracks, or in the parts that I have where my braids are parted. That's where I apply the oil. Not on top of the braid, not on the synthetic hair, not on the curls itself. I actually apply it to inside the parts, and I'm, you know, rub it in with my fingers. That's something I do probably before I go to bed. Just once a day before I go to bed, I will moisturize it, allow it to sit, you know, in my scalp overnight. Second of all, I do have leave out. So how do I take care of my leave out? Well, in terms of maintaining my crochet braids, this is the most I have to worry about maintaining right here, y'all. Like, this stuff takes care of itself. But in terms of my leave out that I have, this stuff right here, it gets moisturized daily. And I put a little oil on it the same way I would do if I did not have crochet braids. It's the same method that I use for my leave out. I use, of course, my oil mixture, and I twist this hair up at night. So I'll put my oil on it, and after, you know, a couple of days have gone by, it's gotten too frizzy, I will get my handy dandy spray bottle, spritz it just a little bit. Let me get these crazies under control. rub my hair, kind of get it wet. This is what I do before I go to bed, and I also do this before I go to the gym. I go ahead and wrap my hair up and I moisturize my leave out before I go to the gym because I know I'm going to be sweating, and I know I keep this hair tied up while I'm at the gym. This is the coconut and hibiscus curl style milk, and I will use just a little bit to rub on this front portion. And I make sure I get all the way down close to the roots because it tends to get frizzy really easy. Like I say, I go to the gym every day, so leaves it like that. And I simply 2-strand twist it. And I will do this, like I said, before I go to bed. This is how I maintain my leave out. I moisturize it the same way, oil it, detangle, give it a little moisture with some water, and I add my additional whatever moisturizer I want to leave on it, like the style milk or whatever moisturizer that you use for your hair on a daily basis that you would use anyway that while you didn't have protective style. So, and what I love about the 2-strand twist, once I have that, I just slide that baby right down one of the parts, and I keep it all nice and tucked in there. And then I will wrap my hair at night. So, of course, you're like, okay, Deanna, what do you still do with all these, like, what do you do with all that hair? Well, this same section that I have, so I will go ahead and just kind of section it down the middle. Like I say, this is the part that's parted for my crochet braids. And I have a little tangle here. Alright, so do this, and I just go back and I twist it. Tuck all these curls in, tuck, 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 and you can twist them tight, ladies. It's not going to affect the synthetic hair at all. I don't care how tight you twist this stuff, it's not going to bother it. So I will twist it up like that, and of course with all my bobby pins that fell on the floor, I would bobby pin these 2 sections up. So this section will be bobby pin down, and then this section will be bobby pin down. So I will have something that kind of looks, you know, not like this, but like this. But I'll have, you know, bobby pins, but I don't feel like leaving y'all for that long to go find them in the carpet. But I'll pin it up, twist it up, bobby pin it, and I put my silk bonnet on, and I go to the gym. Yeah, I'm the one that's in the gym with the silk do-rag on her head. But at least I have like a little sweatband to make it blend in a little bit. But, and like I say, I'll sleep like this, wake up in the morning. All I have to do is untwist this little sucker that's been nicely tucked away. And like I say, I'll have a little part or whatever I feel like doing for the day. And I just scoop it back. Just like that. And there you have it. It's moisturized, it's kept up, and it's ready to go for another day. I mean, what's that awesome about this? This is so awesome. I love this style. So, yes, that's how I maintain it. That's how I wrap it up when I go to the gym. That's how I wrap it up before I go to bed. That's why, you know, my oils is what I moisturize with in the parts, not on the hair. Of course, I use the Shea Moisture for the moisturization to keep up with my leave out. I still oil my leave out to make sure I keep it healthy, as if, like I said before, as if you did not have a protective style, what you would do for your hair every day anyway. That's what I still make sure I do every day for my leave out and for my hair that's, you know, tight, nicely tucked away under the crochet braid. The thing about having the crochet braids is over time it looks more natural, and with that being said, you'll get the little frizzies, you know, it'll start actually looking like natural hair. So it will end up getting, you know, regular wear and tear. So with synthetic hair, you'll start noticing that, or with this hair, you're having little extra frizzies, you know, like extra frizzy, stuff like that, that, okay, yeah, that looks natural, but that's going too far. So all you have to do is, you know, every couple of days or whenever you notice it. You see how this is doing whatever it wants to do over here. Just go in and snip it. Make sure if you have leave out, you're not snipping your hair, but just go in and snip it off, you know, and chunk it. So it's kind of like, you know, your maintenance, you're keeping up with it at the same time, but, you know, whenever it gets a little bit too wild, you're able just to go in and snip the little extra hairs off that's not really, he's not really up for the party anymore. So just go ahead and snip that off. Like I say, it's so easy to maintain. Oh, one more tip that I will say. One more tip that I noticed, this is a Freetress Bohemian curl, as I stated before. When you get it, it's going to be really, really, really tight curls, super, super tight curls. And they were too tight for me. So I have this super tight curl. This is how it came out of the package or whatever. Okay, that's a little bit too tight for me. I wanted it to be a little bit more frizzy looking or puffy looking, because that's how my natural hair would be, you know, by this time. So I'll just go in. All you have to do is, let me see if y'all can see this. Let's do it like this. So I have the curl, right? It's really, really tight. Let's focus on this one. So all I did is just go in and kind of separate it, snag it out a little bit to where I turn it into this. Instead of having that one curl, I'll have it look more realistic. So I'll take this one, see how it's all tight, and I'll just kind of, you know, just spread it out a little bit. Split it up a little bit. So therefore I have something that looks like this, which is a little bit more realistic for my hair. I did that, this is getting on my nerves, y'all. I did that like the night after I got my crochet braids installed. I actually went through and I found myself throughout the day doing the same thing. I'll be rubbing it like, oh, wait a minute. And I'll like loosen it up. So you can do that over time, because like say this hair is naturally gonna, you know, frizz up a little bit over time. So you have some time to do it. You can do a few once a week or whatever. So I'm still going through and doing it to little ones that I find the more that I wear this style. So I hope my video made sense, y'all. That is how I maintain my crochet braids. That's how I go to the gym. I sleep with it at night, and how I just maintain the overall look of, you know, from trimming it to separating the strands to make them look a little bit more full. I hope y'all found this video helpful. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. Make sure you connect with me. Tell me some more things that you do with your crochet braids, or you know, did I share something helpful? Talk to me below. Please, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, like, or subscribe to my channel. And if you don't connect with me on here, you can always connect with me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll make sure I have all that information in the info box. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a great day. All right, bye.